biggest message to your team during the week to get them to reverse last week?
Just do the little things well, be precise, be physical, just have a little more, focus and attention to detail. Really very, very simple. And again, have the cohesion that it takes, 11 guys, operating on the same page. And obviously they did that tonight. I thought our guys up front did a terrific job. I thought for the most part we leveraged the football well. And in good position coverage-wise. A little bit, rainy out there, and the ball was wet, so it was hard to throw. But Pitt's a very good team. Knows how to run the ball, set up play action, and how to formation you and leverage you. And thought our guys really, from the get-go, were excited to play and answered the challenge. And again, to do that 4 years in a row, says a lot about the kind of guys they are and the kind of determination. They're not a group that gets easily satisfied. And so that was neat to see. They put on a great performance tonight.
Did they need to be humbled last week the way they did?
I don't say they, because I know who, for the most part, it's everybody really played well. We didn't play smart at times, and but I think to paint everyone with a broad brush would be negligent. That's not that wasn't the case at all. But it doesn't take much to be off. And I don't think our guys, took South Carolina for granted or anything else. I'd be very disappointed if I felt they did, but I don't think that. We may not have responded well, and may not have made adjustments well, but we were off from the get-go with some of our coverage alignments and just sense of urgency and things of that nature. Just a guy or two here or there.
How important was it to get Trey Lamar back, especially against the big
he
running
had a
backs?
great game. We were just saying it in the locker room, man. He was a monster tonight, and boy, he looked good. He still wasn't 100%, but he had a terrific game and just got a huge presence, in the middle of your defense, and can get out. And I think they had 4 wides out there one time and got the back out in space, and you saw him, take the air out of it right away and makes a nice play to kind of set the tempo for that little package that they were working. But he had a really good game.
Brent, what kind of jolt did Terrell's late pick give you going into the locker room?
It was huge because I felt like we had a chance to really make it really hard on them, coming into the second half. Prior to that happening, but we needed to make some plays. Needed to get another score. We needed something to happen, and obviously we gave our offense a short field, and they punched it in and gave a little bit of comfort. They still, that's a team you let them hang around, man. They make some plays. They're hard to give them the smallest seam. Those backs are really good. And then the play actions that they're capable of having off of it makes, it's a very stressful Georgia Tech-like feel. You never really feel comfortable until you got up, I think by 4 scores.
What do you feel has been the big attack this week, but only giving up 8 yards? I'm guessing you're pretty.
Yeah, again, you have a perspective, but they've thrown the ball well on people, efficiently this year. So. I don't know how many attempts they had, 3rd downs, and 16.
They're like 4, 16.
Yeah, and then there's probably 13, 10, 12, 13 3rd downs.
3 of 17 on 3rd, or 4 of 17.
So there's a bunch on 3rd down. So they weren't really. I think you have to have a little more consistency running the ball to set up some of the play actions. Not that they popped a couple runs on us for sure, but. Again, not beating our chest, but that's good, in a championship game.
You had a couple of guys who made some personal sacrifices to come back, make another run at this. What does it mean to you, and what does it mean to the team that they were able to accomplish this tonight?
Well, just love them, appreciate them, respect them, thankful for them. You're really you feel good that they came back, and sometimes guys do that, and then you don't have the same kind of reward, and you're hopeful that they don't feel unfulfilled. And it's been a fun year. It's gone so fast, and they're a big reason for that. The joy they bring to practice every day in the meeting room. It's been a super easy group of guys to coach, and then they've been just having an infectious, attitude, and again, just a very contagious. Hey, let's go to work. You don't have to get them all fired up. You don't have to scream and holler at them to get them ready to practice or to get their focus and attention. Week in and week out, it was like that. Georgia Southern, same thing. And just having that sense of humility and the toughness. And again, guys, for the most part, where they're just not easily satisfied. That's a lot of fun to coach a group of guys like them. Very special, just not. That's not the norm.
During this little break, you guys